Hello, what we're doing today is doing a video on bond pricing. It's hopefully a fairly simple bond pricing example, but what we are going to do is go through and price a bond. I've made a couple examples here. We put a required return of 5%, a coupon rate of 6%, and a principal value of $1,000. We can change that if we want to. For instance, if it's a $25,000 bond, just change it and everything below will change. But for math purposes, we're going to keep it at $1,000 just to make it nice and easy. A couple things common sense wise, you should, if the required return is lower than the coupon rate, the bond will sell at a premium. If the required rate of return is higher than the coupon rate, it will sell at a discount. I call that the common sense test. It's always a good way to check to see if you're going in the right direction. The first and most important step is to draw the timeline. So what we're going to do is find each year's cash flows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the cash flows each period. You have two series of coupons, two series of cash flows, the coupon rate, which is the coupon rate times the principal value, the coupon payments each year, 60, 60, 60, 60, 60, and you also are in the last year will be receiving the principal value back. So you add those two together if you want to. You can get the total payments per year, 60, 60, 60, 60, and 1060, which we may use probably the easiest way, personally, I think, to do bond pricing is to look at the total payments. We are assuming all cash flows are made, so all promises are kept in these cases. There are no defaults. In the first way to do it is what I call brute forcing it. So you look at the timeline and you take the present value of each of the cash flows and just add up the present values. Once you put them in present value terms, you can add. You cannot add before that. But once you put them in present value terms, you can add. So you divide, each one divided by 1 plus the required return to that year, and you add up the totals, and you get 1043.29. So, and it makes sense because it's selling at a premium. Premiums, the required return is lower than the coupon rate. The second method, and in many cases this is easier, you're going to do the present value of an annuity. Annuities are same cash flows for some period of time, in this case 60, 60, 60, 60, 60, 5-year annuity of $60. And you add the present value of that plus the present value of the lump sum. So here we have a very simple example, and it's a good function to know, equals present value, the required rate of return, the number of payments, and the cash flow. And it gives us, as soon as we do that, we do have to put a negative sign in front of it, it gives us the present value of the annuity. Find the present value of the annuity, add the present value of the lump sum, and lo and behold, boom, you get the same exact value price as you had before. So, and there we see the formula, just so for completeness, equals negative present value, and then required return, number of payments, and the cash flow. So, very easy, very useful, and quite frankly, probably will be tested. So you might want to remember that one. My favorite, this works very well, I should say that. My favorite way, and I think the way I use the most because it solves a step, we don't have to add anything together, is just to use net present value. And we will see net present value the third way gets the same answer as well. Here what we're doing is we're just finding the total cash flows and equals net present value, the required rate of return, and cover up all of the cash flows. So here we go. The cash flows are right there. The total cash flows, cover them up, close parenthesis, and after we make some few formatting changes, you will see you get the same exact answer as you had before. However you do it is fine. I don't care if you brute force it. I don't care if you take the present value of the annuity and the present value of the lump sum, or I don't care if you take the net present value. As long as you know how to do it, I'm fine with it. These are very easy questions. You might want to try some more. Go back. I will give you the spreadsheet. You can play around with it and make sure that the numbers do match your answers. A great way to study for a test. So good luck. Thank you, and we'll talk soon.